design philosophy is less is everything. It's more than less is more, less is everything. So I don't do ostentation, I don't do superfluous ornamentation. I believe that the design itself should be beautiful, and that if it is, you shouldn't need to add anything. So I'm not brutalistic, but definitely minimalist. So less is everything. That's my philosophy. Okay, I can't really remember, but the first thing I remember designing, so this must have been in school, in architectural school, is a dwelling, a square planned dwelling on like 3 floors, and each elevation was exactly the same. So the roof looked the same, everything looked exactly the same. And I think, yeah, it was an interesting design for me at the time. I think my biggest challenge is that we don't actually learn anything in design school. So when you come out into the world, it's like you're thrown in, you have to start learning everything from scratch, which I don't think is a problem necessarily, because architecture should, in my opinion, be more like an apprenticeship than an academic pursuit. So I don't mind that, except that, we waste a lot of time in school when we could have started learning. So getting out into practice and then just starting to learn everything, how a firm works, how you are supposed to interact with contractors, anything about contracts, none of that is ever taught in school. I thought that was really weird. So it was a big challenge for me, because it meant I had to scrap and unlearn much of what I had learned before. But yeah, it's been quite a ride. It's been interesting. Yeah, so I was thinking about that. I can't choose one. I can't choose one.
But some will definitely.
But some. One is the Benin hospital that I'm working on now, because the client wanted a modern minimalist building, which clients in Nigeria rarely want. So that was exciting for me to do. I've been doing quite a bit of interior work recently, and that has also been quite interesting, because I like interiors. I'm interested in how people experience spaces. I'm able to think in 3 dimensions when I'm sketching, so I know how I want the building to feel. So for me, that's really important and interesting, and a lot more exciting than the technical parts of architecture. Well, I think the mindset with which one approaches design is, first of all, very important. For myself, I have to be confident of the fact that I can understand this thing. There might be things that I don't know at the moment, but I can find out. I can find people who can tell me. I can talk to the client until I drill down to what it is that they really want. I can do research online, I can read books and so on, and get the required information. And when I get that information, I have to believe that I can synthesize it and put it together in such a way that it works functionally, first of all. And then my addition as an architect would be to also make it aesthetically functional, to even in ways that maybe the client wasn't really thinking of, but to also make that work. So when I approach something that I've never done before, my first thing is to go and read and watch, videos and talk to people and just try and understand, okay, where does this come from? What kind of person is going to use this building? It's a lab. What does a scientist want in a lab? Which might be different from what an architect would think a scientist wants. It's a school for maybe disabled children. Okay, what would a disabled child want in a school? What would scare them? What would make them more happy to go to school? those kind of things. So the first thing I do is to do as wide an amount of research as I can. And a lot of it is pictorial because I think in words, but I can also think in pictures, I think. So a lot of it might be pictorial, and I would see something like, okay, I think I understand whatever something a client mentioned or something I read. So first off is a lot of research, and knowing that you've got this, you can do it.